Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, and whenever you watch this replay. Pretty excited today. It may not look like it, but I am like ready to go today. Um, this would be like mood quilt, when we talked about that last time in one of the other videos about a temperature quilt, a mood quilt, this would be one of those happy days. Just a lot going on. I'm very excited today. We are going to do something a little different today. We're working with jelly, the gel plate, and while I'm not really making jelly prints for the other project that I want to work on that I haven't started yet, um, but we are going to work with alcohol inks on the gel plate today. Um, Good morning, Christina. Yes, it is a happy day. So I'll be honest with you, it's been a minute since I've done alcohol inks on the gel plate. So we're going to do some trial and error today. We're going to do some experimentation. Um, if you are a community member and the monthly call, I moved the monthly call to April 26th. Don't know if you got that email. Christina, can you let me know if you got that email because I'm not able to tell if you received it or not. But I'm going to post something in the on YouTube, and there's something already posted on the community. The reason why I postponed it is because Tim Holtz is doing a live at the same time I was doing a monthly call. And well, if you got a choice between Sherry and Tim Holtz, I mean, come on. Tim Holtz is probably going to win. So, okay, great, Christina, thank you. um Tim Holtz is probably going to win, and I'm fine with that. Like, he's the man. He's the man who I inspire to be like as a teacher. I think I love that he really really explains the technical side behind it and those kinds of things. And of course, that's the way I think anyway. So, um I inspire to be a teacher like him. And um so of course, not only do I want to watch this replay, but most of my community members will want to watch the replay. So I mean, watch Tim live. So with that, I moved it to April 26th, and it's not next weekend because, well, we have a holiday next weekend. So point being is, community members, the Q&A has moved to April 26th, and I will post something on YouTube in the community post, and something's already mentioned in our community feed. So with that, um, alcohol inks today. Also, I got a huge haul at Joann's. So if you've not been to the Joann's, and I know I'm a little late to the party because Joann's is going out of sale, I went there specifically looking for something they didn't have. Um, Definitely want you to go there. Paints. So I actually found two paints there, and they are a good paint. I'll show you that in a minute, as well as Posca markers. Oh my gosh, guys, if you won't see them in the aisle, you may have to go up behind the cash registers. That's where I found the Posca markers. I was a little disappointed, and then when I was going to check out, I saw the Posca markers. Went a little wild. So let's dive on because we got a lot going on today. So this is my Joann's bag, and I wanted to show you all the Posca markers that I got. I got the big fat ones. Check these out. There's this little bitty fat one. I didn't realize there's a little bitty fat one. But anyway, I mean, I could have bought more. So if you are looking for Posca markers and they have unusual colors, go to Joann's. I got like all kinds of sizes and everything. The thing I would recommend, and this is just who I am, if it's white or black, I'm buying two because you can always use white and black. So, but I bought more than that. But I looked at all these pasta markers. So anyway, we'll play with those in, maybe next weekend, maybe tomorrow, on the gel plate. So I will be doing live tomorrow with jelly printing. So we'll see how this turns out. Oh, metallic. They had metallic. I think that's going to be real fun. So I don't know where it went, but It's in here somewhere. See, here's another black. So I just wanted to show you all those. Go to Joann's, pick you up some pasta markers. Okay. This here is a couple years ago. I was playing around with the gel plate, and this is a stencil I had made that looks like spiders. So I thought I would play around today. Now, what I'm using today is definitely cardstock. It's not copy paper. It's not photo paper. It's not any special kind of paper. When you pull the print from the alcohol ink, and we'll get started in just a minute, I used white, and I know that in the live, there's special kind. Tim will talk about special kind of paper for alcohol inks. I just used regular old cardstock when I did this, so I'm using that today. I have Yupo paper, but I just don't want to waste it, especially when I'm going to put paint on it anyway to pull up the print. So cardstock is going to be my go-to method. And I really like the colors that came out in this. So we'll see what we come up with today. Okay. We have another tool to play with. This broke off of one of my baskets that I use in the bathroom, but it has an interesting texture. So again, this little piece, while it broke off, I thought we'll play with that and see what happens. All right, just got a few stencils here, and we're going to get started. Let's see what I can remember using alcohol inks. Oh, real quick, Liquitex Basics. These are huge bottles of paint. I got these at Joann's as well. I thought that was wanted to show you those. There wasn't much paint left, but I thought these were. I didn't have these two colors, so I went ahead and got them. Now, we have the alcohol blending solution to use on the gel plate, as well as alcohol. I'm using 91% alcohol that I got at the local drugstore. I got this years ago. To be quite honest, when COVID happened and nobody could find alcohol, sanitization kind of stuff, isopropyl alcohol. As soon as I saw a bottle, I grabbed it. I've had this ever since. Tells you how much I use it. It's full. I believe Tim may talk about the alcohol ink blending pen. I haven't used it on the gel plate, so I thought we would experiment. Maybe not. I don't know. All right. And then I have tons of alcohol inks. Too many to put over here. But I just had a few that I picked up that we'll play with. Some of them have these are alcohol pearls. I got them on sale somewhere. So whenever I see alcohol inks, or these are all three of these are pearls, and then I'm not kidding, I have alcohol inks from when it was under Arandac. But they're Tim Holtz ones. And that's the ones, see here, Tim Holtz, this kind. So we'll see how this goes. All right. I just picked some up here. Let's get to town. I will probably be all stained. So if you don't want your hands all stained, you can definitely use gloves. I think the first thing I will do is I'm going to lay down this stencil. This is an old stencil. I probably got it from Stencil Girl. I can't even tell you the name of it. But if you're interested, drop a comment below in the description, and I will look it up and see if I can't add it. Can't find it for you. They probably is discontinued. It's old, but you never know. Okay, I'm getting it everywhere, but I'm getting it all over the stencil, but in the holes. Okay. Oh, nice. Maybe that's just a too small of a print. We'll see. If I can squeeze some of this. This is a little air thing that I'm trying to get the paint inside. These holes are too small, but that's okay. I'm just going to pull this up real quick. Why waste that ink? Just go ahead and pull it up. I'll just pick this up. That's too small. It's not going to work. All right. Let's see if we can hit the holes. Let's see if I got a lighter color. Well, this ought to be interesting. Oh, I thought I had this color out already. Maybe not. Another blue. It's like a blue-green. So we got dark blue, light blue, like a purple. Okay. Let's see. We can just spreading it around. And then another thing you could do is take your brayer. You can also brayer over it. And where is this? If you wanted some more fluid, wanted it to be a little bit more fluid because it is drying pretty quick. And also that's something to be considering of wherever you are, your environment, the humidity in your environment. You may need to work a little faster. See if we can put some more. Let's wait. Let's Who's this eggplant? See if we can put some more stuff in here. This is a pretty big stencil. That the stencil I made for the spiders are a little smaller. So and for you, those pure alcohol ink people, we are just experimenting here, okay? Like I said, it's been years. So appreciate the feedback, but this is also a positive community. I just want to remind everybody that. I do not expect this stencil to um, keep its form when we, sorry, trying to do all the things. When we pull this print, I do not expect that to, I just want something here. So I'm going to add, let's see what we have. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this alcohol pearl as I shake it up. Oh, there's the bottle. And there it went. Let's see what we got here on this alcohol pearl. Because I know I added. Oh, wow. Okay, if you do not have the alcohol pearls, guys, I'm telling you, you can't see it on the screen, but it is amazing. It reminds me of the Spectra Noir um, uh, markers. I don't know if you ever seen those, but oh my gosh, this is amazing. Love it. Look at this. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, you can't. But this is so sparkly. The red and the purple here really mixed in with the yellow. Okay. We will be using alcohol pearls in my future. These are amazing. Is there another one? I know I had another one. Let's look at this orange. Boy, putting these on here is taking a little bit longer than I thought. It's such a big stencil. I should have done my 5x7 gel plate. Okay, so if you're going to play with this and you don't want to take forever putting on alcohol inks, if you have a 5x7 gel plate, this would be perfect for that. Well, we have a kaleidoscope of colors here. I am going to add a little bit of alcohol ink to these guys and wake these guys up. Everybody wake up. Okay. Let's do something with this. One second. I want to add a little yellow there, yellow here. We're just going to use white to pick this up with because there's no point of having any other color. Y'all just drown out the other stuff because some of these are transparent colors. Okay. I'm going to do a little bit of orange. I'm just using this as like an outliner. I mean, it's for the stencil. I'm not even squeezing the bottle. Okay. Oh, wow. Let's see what we got. Yes, yes. Use your stash, Christina. Yes. Play, experiment. Okay. This is a kaleidoscope of mess, but that's okay. It'll be interesting to see what that looks like. It's a little dry. It's a little wet over here still. And now you could still go in if you wanted to and mess with it. You could also, I mean, it's just going to mess up your stencil. Don't get me wrong. Not that I just want you to know up front. Once you know up front, even though you use a stencil, the alcohol ink goes underneath the stencil. So just use the stencil as a guide for any shapes that you want. But just know that it's not going to be perfect. And by the way, anybody who wants to get into jelly printing and for it to be perfect, when you're first starting out, that is going to take some time. All right, I think we're good. Let's pull this guy up. I'm going to take this white and I'm going to put a little bit of white over here. I just want a real thin white. Oh, and I also have alcohol ink on my brayer. That's okay. All you need is a real thin white. You see how you can see the print underneath? The alcohol inks underneath the white? That's what you want. We're going to take this cardstock that we used. I'm going to lay it down here. And let's see what we get. Now, you could use gel matte medium if you wanted to pull up this print. If you did not want to have like the background color, you don't have to use white. I just use white for the intensity of the colors to just give them some more, because these are transparent. The white is opaque. All right. Let's see what we have. Oh, you're going to like this. And there's our print. That black line, I don't know where that's coming from. Must have, oh, I already had it on the plate. So that's where that's coming from. But there you go. I thought it turned out pretty cool. A lot of colors. Don't get me wrong. It is colorful. But, we got the blue and orange and a little bit of pink. That's really helping that out. So, you do have, so that's what do you call it? Words are hard. You don't see the yellow on here. Remember we used a lot of yellow. You don't see it on here. And you got areas of sparkle, don't get me wrong. That you could see. I don't know if you could see it when I do this or not. Oh, it doesn't look like it. Okay. It's not as intense, and that's the yellow that's on the plate. That's everywhere I use the yellow. So it's not going to hurt your plate. If anything, maybe I'll add more to it. This is exciting. I forgot the reason why I love alcoholics on the gel plate. All right, let's do something. Let's just mix them. Let's just mix on the plate and see what happens. We're gonna go back to Mardi Gras. Yeah, most definitely. Reminds me of Mardi Gras, like all the fun streamers and beads and things. All right, we're gonna add some of this yellow on the plate, and then I think I'm gonna go in with the blue. Now, of course, yellow and blue make green, so let's see what we come up with. Oh, that's interesting. That blue mixed in with the yellow, and you can see it sparkle kind of on the screen. You can see it moving. Let's see here. Let's add some orange in here. We'll probably just make mud, but here we go. Have like a red. Here's a red pepper. We'll mix that with the orange. Okay. Start blending things here. You could definitely make, because of the cardstock I'm using, these can easily be like for cards that you can make and give to people. Let's add a little bit of, let's see, that was stone. Let's see. That was stream. What's this? Eggplant. Add a little bit of, let's add some blue, more blue in here. Okay, and we're gonna go back in. I'm liking this yellow. I'm liking it a lot. Don't know if it's gonna show. It probably won't. I had another fancy one that had some more sparkle and shine to it. What's that? Oh, it was Deception. All right. If we wanted to, let's say we got an area that we want to blend in out, maybe some more. We can definitely add some alcohol. Now, see the different effect. Oh, you can't see it because of the light. My apologies. All right. When I sprayed the alcohol ink, you see these little bubbles it made? So that separates the alcohol ink. It gives it a spark, a water droplet effect. Now you can leave it like that, or you can blend it back out. All right. All right, let's see how we go. Wow, we're already at time. Wow, that's crazy. All right. What do I want to do? I'm trying to think if I want to do white or if I do a yellow. I just think a lighter color really intensifies. So we'd probably just go with white. And let the alcohol inks stand on their own. Okay, come on. All right, let's see what we got here. Check that out. There's a lot of sheen in this. You see it? There is a lot of sheen. And the yellow showed up just a little. I used a lot more yellow, but it definitely showed up. And this is where I sprayed the alcohol ink. So it makes these interesting effects. It separates that alcohol ink into like speckles. Now I do want to try one more thing. I want to put a bunch of ink down and then take a stencil and see how that works. It'll probably just come up on the stencil, to be quite honest. I bet the alcohol ink will attach itself to the stencil and it probably won't matter. We can try it, but not sure it's going to work. Okay, so I'm going to use this stencil. I'm going to put a bunch of alcohol ink down. I'm going to use the stencil. I'm going to put white over it and see what happens. But I am pretty sure it's going to show up on the stencil. We'll see. So maybe we'll just do a little section because why waste all the alcohol ink? So I'm just going to do some blues and greens or some purples. That's it. We'll do blues and purples. All right. I'm just going to work in this little bitty section here. Oh boy, that purple just really took over, didn't it? Okay. What happens if we let's break this up a little bit. So we won't have a big old purple blob. And purple blob we have. Throw in a little bit of yellow. It'll probably be mud because of all that purple. Just saying. We'll see what happens. All right. Let's let this dry just a little bit more. This is definitely wet, and it will go on the stencil for sure. Okay, give it time to dry. You can see it's still wet. I almost want to pull it without the stencil, but we'll see. Or we could cheat. I'll go with a bigger stencil, right? So we'll see what happens. Let's do that. We're going to cheat a little bit. Because I know that the alcohol ink will stick to the stencil. All right. We're going to put it like that. You could easily use another color here because you don't have any alcohol ink here. But we'll just go with this one. You know this. Oh, maybe since I didn't want to do what I thought I was going to do. What happens if you have another color? I think I have another color print here. Hold on. Or not. Maybe I don't. I'm not seeing it. Ah, that's too dark. Well, All right. I thought I had a base page, but I don't. So let's pull this up before it dries. I was thinking I had another piece of paper that had a color, like let's say a yellow, and I was curious to see how the alcohol inks looked against that yellow, but with the white being opaque, it probably wouldn't have mattered. But you would have the negative space of the gel print. So I mean of the stencil, that would have been the color of the of whatever was underneath the stencil. Yep. The stencil stuck to the two. Stencil stuck to the paper. Does not surprise me. It's okay. It's just, it will come off. This is experimentation. See? Watch my videos of what not to do. There we go. So, you could do that. I don't know if I'd advise it. A lot of green in there. More, I thought it was more purple. That's interesting. We have a lot more green in there. Okay, well, that was a failed attempt, but check this out. What's left over is a ghost print. You could use that as an outline to try to create something else in here in the negative spaces. Okay, so I would not advise, just so everybody understands, I would not advise um putting putting paint on top of your stencil. For some reason it's stuck. I've done it a million times, but I don't know if it was um, what the deal was with that, but it did not go over well. I don't think it had anything to do with the alcohol inks because we already put the paint on the plate. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe I just didn't let it dry enough or something, but or it got too dry. Okay. Oh, here's one called butterscotch. Let's see what this does. If I can open them. I'm just turning down the light a little bit so the glare won't be so bad. So you can kind of see. I didn't realize how glary it was for you. Let's try another experiment. I am curious. Is it dry enough? Hold on. Come on. I am curious what would happen when we put this down. And let's take one of my new paints that I got from Joann's. Wow, that just came out. I didn't even squeeze the bottle. Wow. I am going to, on the negative spaces, if I can. I was curious. Oh, well, we'll just go over the whole thing, but we'll just go over the whole thing. That's what we're doing. I like this kind of because that's where all the alcohol ink is. And I'm just pushing the paint into the stencil. Okay. Now we're going to let this dry just a tad bit, and we're going to go with a white, and we're just going to go over the whole thing. So let's kind of help it along with the drying situation. And then what, if we wanted to, we could go back with a color. Let's see what colors do I have. I was looking for like a blue. Don't see another blue. Oh, this is interesting. This is like a gold. Oh, that ball is really stuck in there. Oh, here's it. Oh, no, I already had that one. I'm going to add this little bit of denim in here. It's really dark. Where did my blower go? And where's that orange? How about a little red? We haven't done the red. I'm going to just put a little bit in this area. All right. Okay, I think we're there. I think we're pretty dry. All right, here we go. Pretty excited about this print because I kind of know what may happen. But then again, you never know. And I think what I'll do, moving all those things over there, is I will take two. I'm going to take this print here because it's mostly fine. But let's put the first print down and then we'll go back with the second. This is the main print right here. And then I'm going to put this over here. I just have this red print here. I'm just going to use it. And let's just see what we get. All right. Well, we knew that the white paint was an opaque paint, so we got a bunch of white, which is fine. I just had to clean off the plate. And this did not, for whatever reason, this did not come up. Came up a little bit, but it didn't come up a lot. So we're going to have to take another, we're going to have to let that sit a little bit more. And look at that print. That's some craziness going on there. So that's a mix of the, oh, Sherry, words are hard. The paint and the alcohol ink. And what I thought was interesting was where we had the blue dots. As you could see, it mixed, the paint really mixed in on top of those blue, the alcohol ink. They're not really separated. You see that? So colors aren't as fun and bright, but it's still a cool print. And then this was the other one that we did. And then of course we got crazy with the first one. So these are the three prints that we did today with the alcohol inks. And it's about experimentation. You know, get your supplies out. Start experimenting. You can have some really cool effects. I mean, just like that one print that I did way back when, a couple years ago. This print here, that turned out really good. So just, you have to keep experimenting. That's the whole point of gel printing, is experimenting. And experimentation really calms your mind. Get your mind off the thing. It's almost like an escape of your problems. But it's okay to let your mind rest. You don't need to be wrapped around the worries of life and constantly be worried about things. When you find yourself in that situation, go play, go experiment. I do a lot of experimentation and it doesn't work out. We had a print today that just did not work out. And that is okay. You can use it in your collages. You can take the print that you consider a bad news bears print or a print that just did not work, and you could turn it into something beautiful. And, that's all about these lives. So, with that, for the community members, we've moved our monthly call to April 26th. And for those of you who want to join the call or want to be part of a free community, today is the last day to join. So make sure you go and join my community, because after that, I'm going to shut the doors this evening at 10 p.m. Central Time. And once they're closed, if I open them back up, it will not be a free community. Sorry. Hold on. Something's caught in my throat there. Um, it won't be a free community. Founding members, you get everything free. You even get time with me one-on-one free. So, definitely go in there and join the community. I'm going to be sharing a lot of tips and tricks in there, free resources for community members. Any online courses I create will be free. So, join today because the doors are closing. And I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching Ratchet Up Your Art, and go play.